I said, if you want more exclusive content, exclusive conversations, and weekly Bible study class every week, just get into that Facebook Messenger group. You can do so by sending me a friend request to my Facebook page, PSTR Michael Smith on Facebook. That's PSTR Michael Smith on Facebook, and I will add you to the group. Go ahead, Brother Israel.
Alrighty. This is from crimeonline.com. Article headlines: Beware, rapist and killer who ripped off victim's fingernails is getting out prison after serving less than half his sentence.
Now, you guys may think this man's crazy. This man ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is a ritual this man was doing. That's why I always told you guys, you know what I'm saying, if you go to Louisiana or you're around a Haitian, you just make sure you don't have no fingernail clippings. Make sure your hair is intact. Make sure your hair's not falling out. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got no strands of hair nowhere. Because the biggest thing they use, and the more potent thing that they use, is your hair, your fingernails, and your blood. Those are the three things that they use to make a ritual to ritualize you. Don't say I didn't tell you so. But that's what this man was doing with them damn fingernails. Wonder where this nigga from. Go ahead, Brother Israel.
A Florida man who was sentenced to serve 45 years for rape and murder is getting out of prison. Apparently after a judge ruled he no longer poses a threat. News Channel 8 reports that 54-year-old John Waterman was convicted of the 1991 rape of a female victim 20 years old, and the murder of his neighbor, a 36-year-old, in the Hudson Bayou neighborhood of Sarasota.
Wow, I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying, after he raped his victims, I guarantee you that he did that damn vagina ritual to their vagina. If he did this to their fingernails, he sure enough did the vagina ritual. This is a satanic ritual this man was doing. Go ahead, Brother Israel.
During a hearing on Monday, Judge Fred Mercurio listened as two psychologists testified that Waterman was not likely... Sorry, someone just called me. Not likely to offend again. Since Waterman's conviction took place before Florida passed stricter laws, he became eligible for parole after serving 20 years, roughly 44.4 of his sentence.
And you know the sad thing about it is, he served 20 years. But yet, and you said he murdered somebody, right?
Yep.
And we just did a news story on C Murder. He murdered somebody, and that nigga got life. Goes to show you, you know what I'm saying, one's the dummy and the other one was making dummies. This one right here made a whole lot of dummies, you know what I'm saying, because the chicks that he raped, I guarantee you, they are suffering. I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying, they're not living right. You know what I'm saying? And if you know the girls that he raped, I would love to give them an interview. Because that will be a wonderful interview, because that will be edification for the body. Because I can tell them girls things about themselves that damn nobody knows. That they ain't told nobody else. And they'll be like, how do you know that? How I know that? Because I know that this man done raped you and ritualized you. Not only with your fingernails, but ritualized your vagina. That will be a great interview. So women that was raped by this guy. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys are, you know what I'm saying, don't want to come out, but it's good that you come out and be a testimony unto others so that others can understand, you know what I'm saying, why they are going through what they're going through. Because you have a lot of women that's going through a lot of things in their life and don't understand why. They probably just think they got bad luck. Nah, it ain't bad luck. It's the niggas you slept with. One of them niggas that you slept with done messed around and was messing around with that voodoo shit and ritualized your ass. You understand? Just like, you know what I'm saying? I know why, you know what I'm saying? I was in the predicament I was in. Because it was one of the bitches I slept with. And I know exactly which one it is. And that bitch left me in the state that motherfucking I was in before. So anyway, like I said, you guys are on this podcast. Make sure you hit that follow button. That is the only way you're going to get notifications, because we drop these news stories every day. So make sure you hit that follow button so that you can receive the notifications. Go ahead, Brother Israel.
Today, Florida laws require that offenders are not eligible for parole until they've served at least 85% of their sentence. Now we're getting to the victims. The 36-year-old victim was Waterman's next-door neighbor. The Herald Tribune reports. Authorities found her in the field with a cord around her neck and her fingernails ripped off. Another victim, a single mother, says she woke up to a man wearing a mask while holding a knife to her neck. The man, identified as Waterman, brutally raped her. Investigators found the book Post-Mortem on Waterman's bookshelf, which depicted a crime scene similar to how Waterman carried out the murder of his neighbor. The crimes shocked Hudson Bayou residents, who were relieved when Waterman was convicted. However, most thought the rapist killer would spend his life in prison, especially since his previous parole requests had been denied after doctors said he would likely reoffend. When the previous...
Oh yeah, he's gonna reoffend. Once a ritualist, always a ritualist. You know what I'm saying? There's no rehabilitation for ritualists. Go ahead.
When the previous doctor were replaced with a newly assigned physician, Waterman's status changed from sexually violent predator to someone who had been rehabilitated. People like that are dangerous, and they are particularly dangerous to women and animals. Homeowner Rebecca RP told the Herald Tribune.
See, when you do things like this, these are rituals. It's not that he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that he's dangerous. It's that he's a ritualist. Go ahead.
Upon his release, Waterman is required to register as a sex offender and file his address with the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. Waterman currently plans to live at an Orlando-based mobile home community for released sex offenders called Lakeshore Village. He'll continue with outpatient treatment, according to Felix, and will live with two other male offenders. Wow, so what if these niggas, gang up to try to gang rape someone?
No, they won't, for the simple fact that this guy is a ritualist. I'm pretty sure all them other damn sex offenders, you know what I'm saying, they sex offended people, you know what I'm saying, out of their own lust and shit. See, it's a ritual when you do sex magic. Sex magic and rituals run hand in hand. That's why, you know what I'm saying, you have these celebrities, you know what I'm saying, males sucking dick. Because that's a sex ritual. That's why you have, you know what I'm saying, Charlemagne, who had to rape that little girl in North Carolina or South Carolina in order to maintain his status in the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Rape rituals run hand in hand. That's why Kodak Black had to do what he did so that he can obtain success. that was a rape ritual. That rape charge he had. And so forth and so forth. Every one of these celebrities done experienced a rape ritual. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of time before, if they don't do what they're supposed to do, it's just a matter of time before they at least expose that rape that they did. And now it's a scandal. But anyway, this is news. Like I said, you on this podcast, make sure you hit that follow button. That's the only way you're gonna get these notifications when we drop news reports every day. Don't miss out on never one. Hit that follow button. Also, if you want exclusive content, exclusive, you know what I'm saying, conversations, weekly Bible study class, and much more, well, get your butt into our Facebook Messenger group. You can do so by simply clicking send me a friend request to my Facebook page. PSTR Michael Smith on Facebook. That's PSTR Michael Smith on Facebook, and I'll add you to the group. Till next time, stay tuned. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith, and my co-host is Brother Lamik Israel.
You are tuning in to Pastor Michael.